do you think there will be a near commotion to what we are seeing when it comes to the real?
Already.
Yeah.
There are videos of other Broni's witness. You saw, I don't know if he's been assaulted physically.
Yeah.
He's reported to the police. So clearly there is commotion. There is Team Legal Wife, Team Team Side
and Team Neutral.
And Team Ebusa Pain.
What is the name? He has this Nicky.
Tupac.
Shako. You get whatever. So that commotion is there already. I know if at this stage there is blows, there is insult, there is this, there is Utrumo. What commotion again are you expressing? There are two signboards. One says 13th December, one says March 2026. There is clearly commotion. I will be surprised if they do not appeal. There's a high court ruling. I think they will go to the superior court.
Definitely.
To say that if Lumba's family's lawyers themselves, listen carefully, admits that the German-based wife attempted to break the civil marriage, that is an admission that a civil marriage exists.
My name is Arnold Asamabidu. I have my brothers here. Sukri Safu, the general.
Yeah, my name is Halifax. I'm Sandu, a good man.
Halifax, you look parliamentary. You look parliamentary.
Thank you. Of course, it's Teal London as usual.
Teal London. Shout out to Teal London.
Because it's comedy word.
Yeah.
The baddest didn't sell it to me. He dashed it to me.
But has he ever sold anything to you?
Oh, sometimes I pay.
Sure. You fit you well.
Thank you.
Do you have any aspirations of being a parliamentarian or
No,
something?
never. I would never partake in any political position that is competitive.
Is that an indictment on the people you'll be working for who are in those positions? Or that's their choice?
We have different callings. Never. Whenever the mathematician Levy inside me, I wake up in the middle, there's a long queue. This one has impregnated a woman. He needs money to buy posting the two. That person's mother is dead.
Yeah.
You give them for 10 days. On the 11th day, the day you know that they say you are a bad man.
True.
But those who go through appointments, who they do not go to seek the matters of the people, they enjoy a kulem.
True.
There are CEOs in this government who are making more money.
Yeah, than MPs.
But when we wake up in them, there's an MP's office that will get the key.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll discuss all this.
That's true.
So what's your calling? You said that's not your calling. So what's your calling?
To be a servant now. He's been serving. He's also a boss.
He's tickling.
General, how have you been?
Not tickling. I'm asking
How have you been?
How come he answered your question and not mine?
How have you been?
I'm still alive.
There was a time I saw a picture of Honorable Haruna Idrisu's home. And the number of people who have gathered there, the motorbikes. Briefly, what do you think the MPs go through in such scenarios?
I don't have his permission, so I don't know if I should mention his name. But there's this deputy minister.
It's also an MP?
Yeah, an MP.
In the former government, you mean?
Yes, the former government.
Exactly.
Yeah. And he told me that he used to be a lecturer. And at the end of the month, what he earns from 3 universities is twice what he earns from parliament. And for that one, there is no pressure on him.
Yeah.
He spends it alone. But becoming a parliamentarian from the north, every weekend he must go there. When he gets there, he has to sort people. Even here in Accra, every morning he sorts people before coming to the office.
So who is responsible for such societal pressure? Is it the MPs for virtue of what they tell people when they are campaigning, or is just as a people?
Oh, I think it's both ways. The politicians themselves make promises that I'll take care of you or blah, 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 blah. And then the other side too is that, Arnold, if you have it, you wouldn't go in queue.
Yeah.
So they themselves, successive governments, the failure to, balance the social class, the needs, the gap between the haves and the have-nots is so wide that the have-nots will be queuing at the residences of the house. But you travel more than I do. Aren't there politicians in other countries? You go to Canada or anywhere in Europe or the United States, which senator wakes up in the morning and there is a queue for basic things like my child's fees, my health, my blood. So, it's both ways. And then thirdly, too, in our society as Africans and Ghanaians for that matter, we are used to say be,
Yeah.
helping, as a
Yeah, right.
so
You're right.
it's a mixture.
Yeah. All right. So
But
let's
okay.
let's get into our substantive
Okay.
issue. For the past couple of months, Daddy Lumba has been trending, and we as gentlemen
And
we've
gentlemen,
not had an opportunity to discuss the issue. Finally, court proceedings have come to an end. General, what's your general perspective of the whole Daddy Lumba saga? Before we break it down
I
into
think this is simple.
yeah.
He is a celebrity, and you expect something like this to happen. So for me, I'm not surprised. I think the Busuapeni was overwhelmed by the whole situation because we were all focused on the Odo Bruni, who had been with Lumba all these years
Before his demise.
Not knowing the one outside is also active
Okay.
until he came into the scene, and then the whole thing now. Even when she came, I thought it was peaceful.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden, boom, a letter pop up and the demand for something, blah, 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 blah. And then...
So you figure that the Busuapeni could have handled this in a better way?
I think so. Behind the scenes negotiations could have solved all these challenges behind the scenes.
But don't you also believe that it was because the conversation, the dialogue didn't go well? That's how come it got
that's
to
why I'm
court.
saying that behind the scenes, maybe they could have managed it behind the scenes, invite both parties, sit.
Okay, so Halifax, the court has made a ruling that the two ladies in question can be classified as the official wives of Daddy Lumba.
Yeah.
What do you make of the ruling?
I think it's interesting. It makes me realize that as far as court is concerned, it is not truth that we send to court.
What
It
do
is
you
evidence. Of course.
Okay, but evidence can be truth.
No, evidence is not necessarily truth.
Just something backing your claims in
You
court.
just need to be able to have some sort of evidential value to prove your claim, either it's true or not, and you're good to go.
Yeah, but whatever evidence you are tendering should be factual.
If it is believable and it's not necessarily factual, you are good to go.
Okay.
Arnold, with no disrespect to the courts, we all know that the Lumba and Mame Akosua Sewa had marriage by ordinance, civil marriage.
Yeah.
We know that.
Yeah.
But the court says they don't know that. That is what I'm telling you. It's not true to say. The court says, well, the certificates you brought to prove that you and DL did civil marriage outside. This is not a marriage certificate. You brought some exhibits that
based on our laws, our Evidence Act.
No.
Legally.
Hold on. Ordinarily, if you've done civil marriage, you and I know you cannot go and do traditional marriage whilst the civil marriage is still pending.
True.
Okay.
Once you do ordinance, that's it. You cannot
So
do
she goes
another
to court
marriage.
saying that, look, as of the time DL died, we are in a civil relationship. We are not divorced. I am the only surviving spouse.
Yeah.
Because of that, declare me as the only surviving spouse. Only we do agenda that. So court now goes through all the documents and says that, well, you've proven that you and Lumba first did traditional marriage here.
Yeah.
And then you are
followed up
that when you went to
Germany,
you did civil marriage.
Yeah.
But the certificates you brought, the documents you brought to prove your claim, we can't work with these documents.
Yeah.
This is not signed. That is not a marriage certificate. This is an extract. You get what I mean? But you've proven that you did traditional marriage. Orobonito has proven that she also did traditional marriage.
Yeah.
And as far as traditional marriage is concerned, polygamy is allowed. You can marry more than 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So since the court can prove that both of you did traditional marriage, you can pass as spouses.
Yeah.
That is the evidence before the court. Mami Sewa, the German one, could not prove to the court. And that is what the judge is telling us, that what you brought,
it's not
a marriage certificate.
Okay.
It is an extra from something.
Yeah, a copy.
That is, it's even a photocopy of an extract, not a photocopy of the certificate. And it is not even signed.
Yeah.
That is why I'm saying that, well, that is why I started by saying...
Okay, so it was signed, but they had a problem with the consistency with some of the signatures. Signed. It was not signed at all.
From what they are saying.
Okay.
And it is also not the marriage certificate. It is a photocopy of something and extras to say, yes, they married. But where is the certificate?
So, yeah, I was going to ask that. Where is the certificate?
We don't know. That is why I started by saying that it has taught me that when you are going to court, you may be speaking your truth. But make sure you have evidence.
So let's get some things right. did she submit a certificate that came under scrutiny? Because as far as we are concerned, she presented something they called a certificate.
Yeah.
It was when the judge used that in reference to the Evidence Act. That's when she concluded that it doesn't really tally with our laws.
What a marriage certificate
should, yes.
It's not what they
yes.
I think, if I remember, that document was read in a public domain.
Yeah.
Where they are raising to their something marriage department. And people have issued an extra say, yes, on this date, we know they married. They're just looking for marriage certificate that is signed. Even the one you brought, where it's a signature on it, the extra that says we know they married.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? So based on that the exhibit wasn't of evidential value enough.
Yeah.
We have to say, well, we cannot prove the civil marriage part. So if only what can be proven
is a customary
traditional marriage, then Daddy Lumba has the right to
do
marry
more.
Odo Bruni and another one and another one. So if that is it, then both of you are spouses, you're surviving spouses.
Yeah. There's been a lot of conversation or talk about the fact that the judge did not really oversee or preside over the case properly. I mean, you've heard the
conversation. When I say, when I also heard the ruling, that was my conclusion. But how can you be in a civil marriage that hasn't expired, that hasn't been annulled, and you say, oh, the other marriage is also accepted? Until I got to know that civil marriage decided by who? The court couldn't decide and conclude on that. So the court only worked with what is before them. So maybe those who are saying so may not have heard the full. It's a 70-something page.
74.
So you read and still not understand. If you're a lay person.
But there's been
these technicalities. They are technicalities that sometimes when you are given to an ordinary person, like what you said, evidence. Somebody will say that no. What I say, the person has a paper. So to the lay person, that paper.
I agree with you. And many of them were outside the courtyard saying that in that day. The woman who said something and did their buttocks like this.
He said what?
He said, and then she did her buttocks like that. Then she did her finger and said, you saw it.
Are you saying this?
But there's a video to it.
If you don't want me, then why are you asking that?
No, I didn't know this is what you were going to say.
So, General, do you think the ruling is fair?
Well, I am not a legal person. If you ask me, I am not. So, from a lay person, I think the wife, that is the...
Which of the wives?
Akosua Sewa deserves something. Having started with Lumba, supported him all these years, and all those who have worked with Lumba from the beginning will tell you that Akosua Sewa was there.
Yes, I mean, that's indisputable.
Yes, no, I'm coming. But somewhere along the line, Odo Bruni also came into the picture.
That's a fact.
For me, in whatever way, whether illegally or whatever, she also deserves something.
But you see, the point is, what took the matter to court via Akosua Sewa, her claims were very, explicit. That she wanted to be recognized as the only wife, only surviving spouse of Daddy Lumba. And should be given the right to do the widowhood right.
I think he was not being
properly advised or counseled.
Not properly advised. Sometimes it's not always when you are right that you fight for your rights. You also have to accept some shortcomings on your side. That for all these years that you were there and the man was also here. I have heard from certain quarters that if two couples married under ordinance, separate for some years, technically you are divorced. Technically.
Okay, so as part of the ruling, how's it?
I don't know what you're reading.
So as part of the ruling, they said she deserted Daddy Lumba for years.
Yes.
And so it informed the judge's final ruling based on the fact that she's not been with Lumba for 15 to 17 years. Good. And so they classify that as
if I were in
desertion
the of the wife, I would even commend
Odo Bruni
for taking care of my husband for all these years that I was away. Because he is human. He needs comfort. Even David, in his old age, upon all the wives, when David was in his sick bed, they brought a damsel.
To do what? To cater to him.
To warm, give him some warmth. At that point,
way?
is there?
Warmth.
In what way?
In what way? Ah, well, read the Bible.
No, educate us. I don't
Read the Bible, it's there.
So Halifax.
know.
Now
Yes.
Lumba.
So for me,
Lumba,
Odobroni, despite everything, he deserves.
So for you, both women deserve.
Both women. For me,
a certain
I'm for both
positioning.
women because they all played a part in Lumba's life.
Yeah.
At a point in time.
So Daddy Lumba has, as time has gone on during these court proceedings and the revelations that we've had of seen over the period, people are now blaming Daddy Lumba for being the causative agent of all this mess. Do you see it like that? Like he has caused this mess?
I totally disagree.
Okay.
You
think he was fair to these women?
He caused any mess.
Okay.
Until he died, there was no mess. It was after his death that somebody decided to go to court to claim that I am the only spouse. Until he died, and the negotiation penny was asked, and he says, I know one wife, I don't know the other.
The other.
Lumba hasn't said anything. In fact, we are even told by Baba Jamal and Associates that he had actually written his will and testament, how he wants to be buried, how he wants his will to be shared. He's planned his exit properly. It is others who, after his demise, they are the ones causing the mess.
So do you think he was fair to the two ladies? Could he not have informed Akosa Sewa about Odobroni in a proper context? Oh, I need help, I need companionship, I need this. Because you are not together, the distance. Could he not have been fair to both women? Think he played it safe?
Until we read his will and testament, we wouldn't even know ratio if he was fair or he was not fair. I am an African and a Ghanaian. Some things are not told. They are seen and explained.
Okay.
If I go pick another wife, I wouldn't come and tell her, Charlie, no. You will hear it. You will see. It's like, but this child looks like you. And then we take it on from there. We cannot say, Arnold, hold on. We cannot say that for the past 10 to 15 years or more, the German wife had no idea whatsoever that there was an Odobroni staying with a man who told us that he's been in a wheelchair for over 5 years. You can't say you didn't know.
Yeah.
So did he even bother to ask the man, so who takes care of you health-wise when you are down? He can't say she didn't know.
And why didn't she sue the husband?
Okay, so the purported letter that was supposedly penned by...
I'm asking, if we can, why didn't she sue the husband? All this
well, there was a letter.
Yes, that's what I was coming to.
The court where she stated clearly that whilst we're in a civil marriage, you're going to do A, B, C. But it also didn't end.
So that was also tended.
I don't know if it's
it was.
But I know it's in the public.
It was in the public domain. The letter purportedly,
but not in court.
I don't think it was tendered in court.
Because most of the things we find in public domain, please, I don't want to go by it.
Yeah.
It depends. When they themselves have issued, and you are finding their names and everything on it, and then when the legal firm confirms that yes, you wrote such a letter attempting to divorce, those ones you can say they have evidential value. But it's the other talk, way poison, that is the ones you just. So it depends on what you say. You wouldn't want to work in the public domain.
What do you? I mean, looking at what is transpiring now. Do you think there would be another messy situation when it comes to the will reading and all?
It's possible. It's possible. Because look, from where I sit, I think most of the things that we are seeing, that is my personal view. It's not just coming from the wife, the German wife. I believe most of it is not coming from her.
It's coming from
there are some supporters who are instigating and trying to, push a certain agenda.
Prove a point.
Yes.
Halifax,
so it may happen.
What do you think do you think there will be a near commotion to what we are seeing when it comes to the will? Yeah.
There are videos of Odo Broni's witness. You saw it. I don't know if he's been assaulted physically.
Yeah.
He's reported to the police. So clearly there is commotion. There is Team Legal Wife, Team Sidechick,
and Team Neutral.
And Team Ebusa Pain.
What is the name? He has this nick.
Tupac.
Shako. You get whatever. So the commotion is there already. I know if at this stage there is blows, there is insult, there is this, there is utrumu. What commotion again are you expressing? There are two signboards. One says 13th December, one says March 2026. There is clearly commotion. I will be surprised if they do not appeal. There's a high court ruling. I think they will go to the superior court.
Definitely.
To say that if Lumba's family's lawyers themselves, listen carefully, admits that the German-based wife attempted to break the civil marriage, that is an admission that a civil marriage exists.
That's true.
I'm not their consultant.
So what he's saying is, if the purported letter that was supposedly penned by Akusa Sewa in attempting to break the civil marriage holds true, that should be enough evidence to prove to whichever court that there was a civil marriage. That's the reason she attempted to break that marriage.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Especially
so that letter,
when they are the ones telling us
Yeah.
that even the civil marriage you were in with DL, you wanted to break it. You wrote this letter. It means you are admitting there was a civil.
Did she succeed?
No. There was no.
So if she did not succeed, then it means in the pendency of a civil marriage, any other form of marriage becomes.
So was it in court? Oh, that's all I want to know.
Was what in court?
That
letter. I'm not sure it was admitted.
Because there are a lot of things that we hear, but
hold on. If it wasn't in court, what does it change?
Well, the case
it came up. It came up that she attempted, divorcing Daddy Lumba, although she did not see to its finality. Okay, General. So I want to find out from you. Do you think the Akusa Sewa team should appeal, or they should just abide by what the judge has ruled?
Well, they should appeal. Until then, they will not be satisfied, because if you look at the team and the squad behind them, most of them are poised. Until they win, they will not be satisfied. So in such situation, you go out to the last, even to Supreme Court.
And if I think they should appeal?
It depends on what she wants to achieve. Okay, and this is a marriage that happened in Germany.
Yeah,
and she's telling us that at the time the marriage happened, the DL himself was a German citizen up to his death. If the German government respects your marriage to Daddy Lumba, your civil marriage there, it means issues about after death arrangements and who has royalties, so that shouldn't be an issue in Germany at all. That was what the man was recording anyway. So if you are living in Ghana, what is it? Is it to prove that I'm the widow? Because you can be a widow too anyway. So you may appeal just for the sake of clarity for the records, but you have nothing to lose much in Ghana. Even if you leave it hanging, you'll be part of the funeral anyway. You are recognized as a widow anyway. When you finish, go to your Germany, where you are recognized as the only wife there, and do whatever you want to do with the aftermath of Lumba, blah, 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 blah.
So lastly, do you, this is to both of you, do you reckon that this fight has a bigger agenda in terms of property, acquisition and all? I think it's a precursor to...
What else? What else? The human being is gone. You can't do anything with Lumba, the body again. What is left is what they are all fighting over. And interestingly and funnily, I believe there are people
behind the scenes who are instigating the two ladies.
Exactly. And you know what? There are also people who know a lot about the Lumba and his issues. But like Halifax is saying, they cannot prove it in court because they don't have evidence. It will be hearsay. There were people very close to them who can tell you what transpired, who did what, and at what point, how Lumba was feeling, because he had friends that he was complaining to, how people were treating him and all that. There are people that maybe he wasn't talking to when he was alive. But after his death, they pop up to say that, oh, I was close to with to Lumba or with Lumba or whatever. He's my friend. He's like this. But maybe during his lifetime, at a point in time, he wasn't even talking to them.
Yeah.
But today, they all pop up and they come back with issues. So I think there is a lot that's happening behind
the scenes. Yeah.
But once the court has taken over, I leave everything to the court.
Okay.
I prefer that one too.
All right. Let's say Halifax.
Mm-hmm.
How do you think this case has shaped or would shape our lifestyle moving forward? Because it showed a sharp divide between team legal wife, team side chick. How is it going to shape our mindset and our lifestyle and our orientation when it comes to marriage, side chickism?
I know I'm very sure every married man out there, especially those who have more than one spouse, is learning. And those of us who aspire to have more than one spouse, we are also learning.
True.
And those of us who feel, but we are separated, we are also learning. Because for the fact that she stays elsewhere, you stay elsewhere, we are all learning. I think it will be a landmark case where we all refer to and then learn. It will also help many, many of us that when you are going to court to claim, I am the only married woman, make sure you have the evidence.
Yeah, proper evidence.
Don't say everybody knows. Everybody knows I can court.
Was it Atuguba who said, go to court, go to court?
Now you see your real size. You get what I mean? And then you see what has happened then. I wish he hadn't gone at all. You actually sued the man's family.
Yeah.
Now it's you versus them. You've lost. And remember, there are accounts. Widowhood is not a right. The family can decide
who does.
That although you are a widow, we won't deal with you. Would you go back to court and say, my lord, you get what I mean? So let's all learn. Let's do things properly. Many people think they are married, but they are not even married.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well,
quick one before you wrap up. I am happy for this because you see all this developed world that we see around us, that we admire. They've gone through these stages years back.
And what stages exactly? A superstar dies, 2 women pop up, or what exactly?
It happens. They've gone through these challenges in various ways. Not just about marriage, but different issues.
Incidents.
And they go to courts, they sort it, and it becomes a
landmark case.
So that is where we are now.
Yeah.
That today we are going to court instead of going to fight each other.
Yeah.
So for me, I am happy.
Yeah.
When I see people go to court, sue for defamation, sue for this and that, I like it.
So I mean, is that the Lumba? Even when you want to wrap up, something still pops up. Now, the issue to do with the funeral dates, there's a 30 December one, and there's then there's a 14th March one. What would you rather tilt towards? That we do it and get it over with, or we prolong, the Halifax? What do you think? Do you believe that if we do the funeral, it's easiest or kills the Daddy Lumba protracted conversation, or we should still elongate it to the family? The two parties are.
As that's now, tempers are still very high.
Very,
very, very, very high. Look, even if after court case, then on the funeral day you get what I mean. So what we see, so when you do that, because as if I'm the only bad person who.
No, but you are misbehaving.
No. Let's proceed.
Wait, have you seen the video?
We've seen the video.
Okay. You will see the
video. I don't want to see.
You've seen the video.
You have seen the video. You get what I mean is that tempers are still
all-time high.
13th is around the corner. 2 weeks.
So you believe the 2 weeks would not be enough time for them to, fix their problems?
They want to really respect the legacy of the legend that is departed. Okay. Give them a befitting burial where there is peace, there is no acrimony, there is oneness. Have they chosen the cloth already? I don't know. Where there is oneness. Look, let's cool her spirit. Let's have some time to ease it down. You see that one is negotiation. Don't come and say, because my kids are in school, I won't agree. It is the family that agrees on this, not the wife.
Yeah.
So, you lobby. You say, look, so that is what I think.
All right. Gentlemen and
gentlemen.
Shall be right back.